Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning class. Well, how are you today? I hope that you all in a good condition, stay safe and stay healthy there. Well, class, let me introduce myself. My full name is Ananda Ramdania. You may call me Miss Dania or Bu Dania. Well, before we start our lesson today, let's reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello class, I'm so happy to learn with you today. And today's lesson is about formal invitation letter. Actually there are two types of letter. Formal letter and also informal letter. But today we will only focus about formal invitation letter. Let's start it. Actually, formal invitation letter, the definition of formal invitation letter is the letter that we write or we type and we send to the receiver for communication or to inform that we invite them to come to the event. The social function of formal invitation letter is to invite someone or a group to come or to join our formal event. Well, class, for formal invitation letter, it have their own structure. What are the structure of formal invitation letter? The first one is about the sender's name or the host name. After that, request for participation or inviting statement. The third is the receiver names. After that, about the purpose or the event's names. And then the date, time, or the place or the venue where and when the event will be held. After that, there are names RSVP. RSVP means that request for response. Request for response is where the senders ask the receiver to give them respond whether they will come or not to the event. Nah, jadi teman-teman, di formal invitation letter ini seperti yang tadi sudah dijelaskan, tujuannya adalah untuk mengundang seseorang atau sekelompok orang untuk datang ke acara formalnya mereka atau undangan resmi. Nah, dari structure yang ada di formal invitation letter ini, di bagian terakhir itu ada yang namanya RSVP, di mana si pengirim surat ini meminta si penerima surat untuk memberikan respon kepada mereka, apakah mereka akan datang atau tidak. Apa tujuannya? Yaitu si yang mengadakan acara ini atau si pengirim ini ingin mengetahui berapa jumlah orang-orang yang akan datang untuk mempersiapkan seperti makanan, kursi, dan lain-lain. That's the purpose of the RSVP. Well, next is about the tenses used. There are two types of tenses used in formal invitation letter. The first one is simple present and future tense. Well, because this is invitation letter, there will be also inviting statement. What is inviting statement? It's about like, I would like to invite you to come to our event, blah blah blah. Or they will say, we cordially invited you to come to blah blah blah. That's inviting statement. After that, there are also some structure or some point that we have to put on formal invitation letter. Ada beberapa hal yang harus kita perhatikan ketika kita menulis surat undangan resmi. Seperti ketika di opening atau ketika kita menulis nama si penerima surat, kita harus memastikan menulisnya dengan nama keluarga atau seperti yang kita kenal di Indonesia itu adalah marga. Ketika kita menulis undangan itu dengan menggunakan nama belakang atau nama keluarga si penerima, maka kita akan menulisnya seperti ini. Ada dua contoh dengan British style or American style. Ketika kita menggunakan British style, contohnya adalah Dear Mr. William. Jadi di British kita menggunakan koma setelah kita menulis Mr. or Miss. Nah, ketika kita menggunakan American style, kita akan menulis Dear Mr. William. Seperti itu. Tetapi ketika kita tidak menggunakan nama keluarga atau marga si penerima, maka kita hanya cukup menulis Dear Sir or Dear Madam. That's only. Untuk di bagian closing atau penutup, kita bisa menuliskan atau kita bisa menggunakan your sincerely or your faithfully. Seperti itu. Nah, teman-teman, kita akan lanjut lagi di bagian contoh. Nah, di sini ada contoh surat yang menggunakan structure formal invitation letter. Seperti yang sudah kita lihat, ada sender's name, receiver, alamat, dan lain-lain. Nah, tetapi perlu kita ketahui bahwa tidak semua formal invitation letter menggunakan structure yang lengkap. Tetapi harus ada poin-poin penting yang kita masukkan dalam formal invitation letter, seperti nama pengirim, nama penerima, tempat, waktu, dan lain-lain yang memang penting sekali untuk dimasukkan dalam formal invitation letter. Next, ada contoh surat undangan yang menggunakan kartu. So actually, as I mentioned before, we can send the letter by using a paper or card and also by using email. Well, this is the example of card formal invitation letter. There are card with some point. For example, like we mentioned before, the name, the venue, place, RSVP, and etc. And for the email, we also write make the same formal letter, but we don't really need to write the address of the receiver, because we just send the letter by using email, which is we have to know about their email. Jadi teman-teman, ketika kita mengirimkan surat undangan resmi ini menggunakan email, kita tidak perlu mencari tahu atau kita tidak perlu menuliskan alamat si penerima ini, karena kita sudah mengirimnya melewati email. Dan yang terakhir, teman-teman, kita akan melakukan review, or we would like to evaluate what we have learned today. So today we learned about formal invitation letter. Formal invitation letter, the purpose of this letter is to invite someone or a group to come and join our formal event. And the formal invitation letter can be sent by using card, paper, and email. Well, that's also the lesson today. I think it's enough for today. And don't forget, after this I will send you the file of your tasks, and I hope that everyone is understanding about the material today. Thank you for attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next lesson. Bye.